to NASA Edge.
An inside and outside look at all things NASA.
We'd like to thank you for joining us today here at Yuri's Night, Bay Area 2008, right here at the Ames Research Center,
where we're celebrating Yuri Gagarin being the first human being in space back in 1961.
And this is just one over 100 different celebrations across the country and internationally.
And our theme today is radical technology for a sustainable future.
Hey, we have a lot of cool exhibits. We have some robotic technologies. We have flight demonstrations.
Party atmosphere.
Yeah, that's right.
Plus, we have a radical new segment called Shuttle Bay Confessions. You don't want to miss it.
Hey, you're watching NASA Edge.
An inside and intimate look at all things NASA.
Intimate?
Oh, so what's up with that?
Shuttle Bay Confessions.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Tesla Roadster. It's 100% electric. It's a performance car. It does 0 to 60 in 4 seconds.
The cool technology is in the battery system that you have. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
That and the motor. So our battery is all lithium-ion batteries. It's a standard cell that's in many laptops, and we have 6,831 of them. We liquid cool them to keep them at their optimal state.
Now, what about the frame of the car? Is this just like an aluminum body here?
So it's actually a carbon fiber body with bonded aluminum chassis underneath.
Okay. Gotcha.
Very similar to a Lotus Elise in that respect.
We'll witness Yuri's Night celebration from 200 miles above the Earth, where we marvel every day at how precious our home planet is. In fact, the first words spoken from space were, "I see the Earth, it is beautiful."
The airplane show.
So what was that like, seeing the acrobatic planes?
Yeah, I like the colors of the planes.
That's cool. How about yourself, James?
I was getting a little nervous. Some of the planes, I wasn't too sure if they were coming out of it.
Oh, really?
I haven't seen planes really come that low to the ground before.
That's your parachute. Ripcord's over here. So in the event you had to bail out, headset off, harness. Lift those two, get them loose. Hop, just whatever it takes. Do your best swan dive, one side or the other, doesn't matter.
I hate to tell you guys this, but I am definitely insider material now.
Now you got to explain your outfits here. You got the green star going. You got stars everywhere. Explain the outfits.
Well, we were trying to be. This is the first time we are in this Yuri's Night or any kind of astronomical event, and he's my galaxy and I'm his star. So.
Did you hear that? We have a galaxy and the star.
Never been to space, but if anyone's willing to take it to space, I will loan it to them.
You might recognize this guy from H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds. Chris told me that if I misbehave, that thing comes to life and hits me with that red eye beam. So I'll be on my best behavior.
Shuttle Bay Confessions.
I would love to go. Let's see, what would I do that's wild and crazy?
The word wild is so relative to me. It's kind of hard to extract.
I'd do anything.
Kiss a monkey.
I'd be willing to bungee jump naked.
Staining my skin like blue forever.
I'm afraid of turtles. I'd be willing to go back into the ocean.
Sewing on a few other limbs and learning how to use them.
I'd be willing to do almost anything to get into space, really.
Remember, I'm a former general in the Rebel Alliance, so I'm not afraid to go any place.
Copy that.
Well, first of all, I would wear leg braces, and I would wear body armament, and I would wear material that helped strengthen my bone structure. Because I heard that when you go up into space, that you come back, you're no longer an Earthling. Did you know that?
First of all, I'd take it all in. And I think it would take about 24 and a half minutes to do that properly.
Oh, I think I would probably just float around and listen to music, quite honestly.
I would bring somebody from each continent, and preferably young people, and have them talk about how they want to have space be for all humankind.
Wow, I was just looking at, twirling around and around and around just to see if I can bomb it.
I would do a lot of flip-flops, run from side to side.
When you start genetically manipulating something, you're changing genes. You're turning some genes on and turning others off.
Oh, I'd want to drink water, because you know how you have to suck the ball or blow the ball out and then suck it back in. That'd be kind of fun.
I would like to attempt to brush my teeth.
Oh, I'm sure I'd be resonating my voice and seeing, conveying my internal feelings through that.
Maybe finally work on my backstroke.
And part of the problem I have is with continence. And so I try to figure out how the heck I could go to the bathroom up there.
Well, I'm an alien hunter, so I would go out and zoom around and try to find some aliens and hunt them down and bring them back and rope them up and have a similar sort of conversation with them. Well, I have a large walk-in closet. I'm sure I could put some cushions in there, and they can hang out in between my high heels.
But while I was rocking out, I'd take samples of things.
I fell down during an all hands walk trying to run mics.
I was working at the SETI booth, and someone had asked me what SETI does, and I had said they send out signals when they listen to signals. I worked on a rodent nutrition study, and I had to pick out fecal samples with a tweezer from the cages, the animal cages.
I did once wear the same Barbarella outfit that somebody else did.
I once was doing an experiment that involved some flames, and it kind of got my bangs, and they're very flammable, and kind of went from here to about there in half a second.
You can refilm this, right?
I think it was when I walked into the wind tunnel one day when they were doing tests, and I can't tell you what happened. I mean, it would probably you'd call it a wardrobe malfunction, but my whole wardrobe malfunctioned, and I was left there without a stitch of clothing on, and it was the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me.
I think it was being in the Shuttle Bay Confessional on NASA Edge.
Shuttle Bay Confessions.
Hey, we had a great time here at Yuri's Night, Bay Area 2008.
Yeah, and I think Yuri would be proud because
I think so too.
A lot of really radical technology and really good stuff for our environment, for the environment.
And the Shuttle Bay Confessions,
classic.
Dude,
I don't think we'll be able to do that ever again.
And by the way, do you guys get paid for doing this?
Hey, we're signing off here at NASA Edge. We had a great time at Yuri's Night. We look forward to next year.
Yep, you're watching NASA Edge.
Inside and outside the look.
And all things NASA.
That's great, man.
Let's
go listen to some music.